Tobin has done it again with DX9 Discrete. Hello everyone, welcome to Tabama Hi-Fi Review channel. Today I would like to share my experience of long-term experience of using Tobin DX9 Discrete in my system. Custom chassis, custom components all nicely put together using Tobin's proprietary design of 3 different components, starting with high quality multi-rate power supply to get best performance, sound quality and noise control out of this DX9 Discrete that is totally custom made power supply for this DX9 Discrete, along with Tobin PSRM module, which is 16 element per channel PDM design, meaning it converts every incoming digital signal to 1-bit PDM bit stream to convert like original analog like sound wave using physical network inside this DX9 Discrete or D93 Discrete. So compared to D900, the top of the line discrete DAC that using 32 elements per channel. So this one is half of it, 16 elements per channel. In terms of sound quality, D93 Discrete is one of my all-time favorite DAC in $1,000 price range, regardless of type of conversion method like Delta, Sigma, or R2R is among the best and still my favorite as of right now, and probably my favorite DAC of all time from Tobin's offering. So this DX9 Discrete is using very same code technology PSRM module inside with improved power supply to give us better headphone stage and preamplifier stage that built into the 6-channel power amplifier circuit together using relay volume control. So preamplifier stage is integrated design, not separate design like some other products in general, exception of the relay network for gain control. So output stage, it has low gain or high gain output in headphone stage or preamplifier stage that you can choose. Most of my music listening, I use low gain setting. Relay based volume control works very well, included high quality extruded aluminum remote control that use a button type lithium battery. So that is additional, you have to use your own battery, but it works wonderful. Custom buttons, menu buttons, you can program those buttons as you wish. 4-pins XLR headphone amplifier out, 4.4 millimeter out and 6.35 millimeter. This side is digital section and this side is output section. My current setting, output all with DAC only, and gain is disable, headphone stage is off. This side is select or power button. In the back it has dedicated variable preamplifier output stage featuring XLR balance and RCA outputs in the back, as well as dedicated fixed gain output from digital to analog converter with RCA or balanced XLR output. For the digital input, you have many options. I'm going to go through here from remote control, optical 1, optical 2, coaxial 1, coaxial 2, AES input selection. Next one is I2S and Bluetooth and USB digital inputs that you can go through. So I'm gonna go back to USB for now. For the output, you can change it from here, pre, headphone amp, or all or line out only, which is DAC only. Those are the options. And next option is the home button option that you can change the display options on this DX9 Discrete. First option is this classic VU meter. Next one is this graphic display, and next one is this standard. This is my favorite display. These are nice and clearly I can see from my sitting position. And next one is get into menu system, hitting the middle button on dial. I'm using display theme as orange. Let's go back to main display. So this is the display option. You can choose many options here. All on, all off on level meter, as well as LED setting, screen setting, level meter. You can turn it all off, and different disable setting for that VU meter, brightness, and all that you can choose. And let's return to main menu. Next one is input setting. You can choose these, all the custom input option here. You can choose one or all or custom inputs, whatever you select. USB output, you can do USB 1.0 or 2.0. Bluetooth, you can turn it on or off. Bluetooth aptX on or off. You can use all those features. I'm going to turn it on for now. I2S phase, you can change it to standard, reverse. So those are the options that are available. DSD channel as well, DSD mute. These are input setting. Next one is output setting. You can choose line output all, pre all, headphone all, or line output all. Output option, you have all these options that you can choose as well. Gain level, you can do low gain or high gain setting. High gain is, I think, 48 VPP. Polarity, you can change it to reverse or normal. Channel balance, and next one is volume step, 1 dB or 0.5 dB. DAC mode, you can change it as well, DAC or pre or DAC only. So that's it. That's my favorite feature. And next one is DSP configuration, PEQ configuration. Configuration 1 is bass enhance. Those are the settings that you can do. Crossfeed is, you can turn it off and you can turn it on. Convolution, or this simple one, I don't use it. Configuration, you can configure it and return. Next one is advanced setting, on off trigger. I use signal. And next one is DSD bypass. So that is, you can enable it or you can disable it. Volume memory, I use all output. PEQ memory, all output. Remote control, enable. Button A, B, so those are all the buttons. And also this remote control have C1 and C2 button. Those are custom configure button, so I don't use those buttons in general. And language selection. And next one is factory reset, totally digging the look and design. And I can also turn off the LED light. Let me demonstrate it for you. Let's go to display setting and then LED. There you go. High setting, totally turn it off. You can do that. So usually I use at the low setting. My rating for DX9 Discrete build quality is 10 out of 10. I'm totally in love with this design. I wish that they also make D900 in this very similar component design and enclosure. That would be awesome. I mean, I would love to have that in my system. So this one, DX9 Discrete design, is one of my favorite. Usability, features, and everything is very easy to use. So most importantly, power delivery and preamplifier stage and DAC performance. When I'm using this DX9 Discrete on my desktop setup, pairing it with my Mac Studio USB cable connected to it, using it with my headphones or Yamaha Studio monitors, and there is no latency at all. Everything is instant, no lag or delay at all. Whether you listening to my own voice or streaming something, especially when I'm listening, monitoring my own voice, everything is instantly reproduced. So that is a big plus on this discrete design. That is totally impressive compared to many other DACs and even in 3-4 time price range. When I'm using Sony MDR7506 with this DX9 Discrete, almost overdriven kind of sound quality, DX9 Discrete can put out 7080 milliwatt at 32 ohm load, 10 watt or 10,000 milliwatts at 16 ohm load. Even at the low gain setting, the Sony MDR7506 driver is screaming for help, especially the mid-range and upper mid-range area showing strain driver is experiencing from that overpowering the headphones. So after that, I switched it over to Variant 1 and it efficiently drive the Variant 1 with full authority and control. Rich and warmish sound with good transparency to it. Each component sound signature is properly redelivered with nice enhancements of that top-end discrete design, rich and analog-like musicality that we can enjoy listening without getting fatigued. So that is quite impressive performance. When I tried this DX9 Discrete with Mondrop Skyline, beautiful sounding combination, match made in heaven. Absolute musical sounding from lowest notes to highest notes that humanly can hear. Enjoy that combination more than any other combination that I experienced. So this DX9 Discrete 6-channel balanced discrete power amplifier stages very well deliver in authoritative control in bass regions, musical mid-range and high frequency extensions. It has good revealing ability as well, balanced tonality without overemphasizing any frequency. I have very extensive experience with top-end discrete design, starting with D93 Discrete, D900. D900 offer immediacy and attack is slightly better than this DX9 Discrete or D93 Discrete in my system. After using this DX9 Discrete on my desktop setup, I moved it over to my streaming setup, pairing it with top-end Mini 300 or different amps and using this DX9 Discrete as a DAC pre. Everything is working in synergistically and wonderfully. It has nice enhancement from top-end PSRM digital to analog conversion module. That 1-bit PDM bit stream is totally giving me beautiful sound quality regardless of the type of the component that I pair with. Very revealing SMS at PA400 like gallium nitride amp to top-end Mini 300, and I mean every amplification that I use together, top-end DX9 Discrete just totally control with its own sound signature, yet giving me a revealing sound of each component as well. So transparency and sound quality and sound signature influence is well balanced. That's how I will put it. So performance of this DX9 Discrete as a preamp and DAC performance is no complaint there at all when I'm using that in my streaming setup. When I moved it here, I started pairing it with Accuface E4000, driving this Pioneer TAD design S1EX towers, Sony HAP-Z1 ES as a music server, along with SMS N100 digital transport using Tidal Connect or internet streaming, UPnP streaming from my Sony NAS, both of them connected with Ethernet cable. The USB cable is directly connected to DX9 Discrete as well from Sony Music Server, and AES cable is connected from this N100 to DX9 Discrete as well. That is right before I put U26 Gusta DDC in between. When I'm using direct connection, either USB or AES, sound quality is about the same, including background noise control, which is pretty impressive and excellent performance for direct connection. Those are the only comments that people with DDC will understand, because DDC is pretty good improvements in background noise control. So when I'm trying AES and USB back to back, in the end I end up using USB for better ability or transferring files. All the comments that I made on D93 Discrete review totally translate to this DX9 Discrete review as well. Everything exactly as I experienced with D93 Discrete. But this DX9 Discrete is slightly improving stereo image. That's probably more to do with my speaker placement as well, because I removed that JBL speaker from the center where I used to have around here. I just put them at the corner. I'm not using them. They are sitting there. As far as the sound quality is pretty much same as D93 Discrete. Wide soundstage with nice depth and resolution. Everything that they can do properly musically possible for this price point. So when I using the USB connection, there is no noise at all, no pop sound or crack or anything when switching format. So that is big plus. Volume control works flawlessly, noise free, and smooth turning knob is very nice to use. Remote control and menu system, UI, everything works as intended. Sound quality, voices and vocals, bass quality to high frequency extension. This is gonna be as good as it can get without getting into totally revealing sound, pure analog like music that it will redeliver in nice, authoritative, good quality driving power that give you totally an enhanced listening experience when you're using headphone amplifier stage, along with pre-session that integrated into headphone stage works wonderfully synergistically. When I use this DX9 Discrete DAC and X30M, it works great. Musicshare X30 is still retaining its sound signature while offering very good musical sound together with this DX9 Discrete combination, so which is beautiful sounding combination. So to compare to other DACs such as Top-End's own D93 Discrete in $1,000 price range, or any other DACs in this price point, especially all-in-one units like 3-in-1 unit like this DX9 Discrete is offering, I don't think anyone can do better than this DX9 Discrete in terms of build quality and sound quality and power delivery that it can provide. So my recommendation is totally wholeheartedly, my friend. As much as I love this DX9 Discrete in my system, probably you will fall in love with it too. That's it, my friend. That is my experience that I like to share with you. Totally wholeheartedly recommend it. Thank you for watching. Happy listening.
Come into my solitude, though I weary be. Come into my tenderness, dream along with me. Listen to the whispers sing, listen to the singer shout. Come into my solitude, meet my big mouth. Thoughts unspoken, thoughts unsaid, lies of hearth and home. Children broken on the bed and left to lie alone. Things you talk around, scum you choke on down. Coming into my solitude, step on sacred ground. We were speaking of values and violence, breaking silence. Fathers who are lovers to the daughters that they own. Mothers who believe a child is single safety zone. People so unhinged, the death is much breaking silence. Come to my solitude, welcome to the wheel. Come into this wonderland of wounds that will not heal. Walls that do not speak, steps that do not sound. Come into my solitude, burn this building down. Come into my solitude, though I weary be. Come into my tenderness, dream along with me. Listen to the whispers sing, listen to the singer shout. Come into my solitude, me and my big mouth. Thoughts unspoken, thoughts unsaid, lies of hearth and home. Children broken on the bed and left to lie alone. Things you talk around, scum you choke on down. Come into my solitude, step on sacred ground. We were speaking of values and violence, breaking silence. Fathers who are lovers to the daughters that they own. Mothers who don't leave a child a single safety zone. People so unhinged that death is much too kind. Come into my solitude, step over that line. Thought I was the only one. Thought I was the only. Thought I was the only one. And violence, breaking silence. Come to my solitude, welcome to the wheel. Come into this wonderland of wounds that will not heal. Walls that do not speak, steps that do not sound. Come into my solitude, burn this building.